Joy and Becky. I just thought I'd make this quick little video so that you can kind of get a picture of what this amazing race thing is that I'm talking about, just so it's easy on Monday for you. So you'll have your regular map poster board that we use. It's in the teacher closet there. And I'm going to have these little tabs set up. So you'll divide your class into 3 teams. Each team will be a certain color tab for the game. And then what you'll do for the Amazing Race, it's just kind of like the TV show, the old TV show if you ever watched it. Each team has to answer a question or kind of overcome a challenge to be able to move on in the game. So the questions will come from our Latin words, our either trivium locations if it's for the older kids or for the younger ones. For first and kindergarten, I would just do continents or asking which animal lives on which continent, that kind of thing, some things we've talked about in class. Or pick out some timeline cards to bring with you and put a little sticky note over the bottom where the name is on the timeline card, and then say, what timeline card is this? Oh, that's Mayans of Mesoamerica, or Creation in the Fall. You know, pick out some easy ones for the little ones, maybe a little more challenging ones for the bigger kids to go through. So the way it would work is I'm going to have on the map, I'm going to have 3 pins on each continent. So they have to hit all 3 pins per continent before they move on to the next continent. It'll start up here in Canada is where we'll have the starting. So they'll go from a pin in Canada if they get the first question right. So let's say the first question goes to a student and you say, trying to think, where are the Himalayan mountains, for example, if it's an older student. And you'd use the ball that I'm going to have in the teacher closet. You'll toss them the world ball. If they can point to where the Himalayan mountains are, then that team gets to move to the next pin that's in there on that continent location. And if they get it wrong, they stay in the location that they're at. And then you'll go to the other teams asking the questions, and then it'll come back to that team. And I would give each person on the team a chance to answer a question so that everybody's getting a turn and not one person's just kind of dominating the team. The goal is going to be to get from North America here. We'll go down, hit 3 spots in South America, then over to Africa, Europe, Asia, and then Australia. So from Australia, you can talk about how you would actually fly from Australia across the Pacific and come back up here to Canada, and that will be the finish. They'll have gone all the way around the world at that point, and so the first team to do that wins. If it seems like the questions, especially for those K1 students, if you only need like 2 pins per continent, just so that you fit it all into the time period, that's totally fine. Just adjust it as you need to. So for Latin, the Latin cards are in the box. You can either just pull one out and ask the students, or if you want to print the list there of the words and just have it, that would probably be easiest. So for Latin, you would just say, what is a magister? And they would have to say teacher, a male teacher, to be able to move on to the next one. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it's not too complicated. It's just kind of reviewing what we've gone over. Yeah, and you can review from the beginning of the year, kind of focusing on the last few weeks since October 31st would probably be best, just since we haven't reviewed those yet. So that's the Amazing Race. I hope you guys have fun, and thank you so much for subbing for me. I really, really appreciate it. All right, see you soon.